Good morning, guys. So on DXY, we saw that it was pushing up from the demand yesterday, but what we see today is that it did head down a bit lower and is basically in the deciding phase. Um, we are currently in this demand area. We also have this demand over here. So what I'd like to see is it, either pushes up from here, pushes up from here. There is also a chance that it wants to take out some of this liquidity under all these lows. See, it's forming quite clearly here a lot of liquidity, so it could just head down a lot lower as well, either to this demand or lower. So that's why I'm just waiting at the moment for just some clearer confirmation that this does want to head up higher. I would prefer to see the XY head up higher, but it could head down lower. It would make sense for it to head down lower because then EU could complete its bullish run. We obviously want to aim for the high, and EURUSD is also a bit weird and unclear at the moment because you can see we had that push down and it's continued up yesterday, but there is nothing for it to react from. There was nothing here, no demand, no liquidity. It's just dropped down impulsively and then impulsively moved up higher as well. So this was because of news yesterday, but usually it is like even if you have news, you can usually see that it aligns with some kind of key POI in the market. So for me, Euro USD is still unclear which direction it wants to head, and that's why I would like to see what the DXY is doing first, if it is going to head down lower or if we're going to have that bullish continuation. If we have the bullish continuation, then yeah, you can see it. We may be forming that on EU where it's come back into supply and could continue down lower. And again, even if it does come down lower, we're overall bullish. So, you could potentially target this zone, and a very old demand zone we had all the way here. But ultimately, we should have been bullish. So it's a bit unclear if price will be shifting bearish in the market overall, or yeah, like continuing up higher from some of this demand, because this is really deep retracement to make into these lower demand zones. So we'll have to see. On GBPUSD, it looks really good for short. Yesterday we had the break, we had this supply, and then we had the second supply forming. So I was looking for entries, and I explained the entry idea in yesterday's video, and it played out exactly as explained. We had the supply, we had liquidation of the supply, minor break, and it started off with a really nice trade, got about halfway, and reversed when the news came out. So this is fine. But yeah, it's interesting to see GU just continuing to push up higher, so bullish. I mean, this was a valid sign of retracement is starting, but we obviously got nowhere near the retracement, and that means now we have this break, and now we have a really small swing range. So yeah, obviously just not going to touch this for the moment, because if we do want to take anything, you would need a minor break, and that's obviously too low down in the range because the low is here, high is here. Retracement would only need to be until here. So yeah, this is not really a tradable range for me. We would need more price action to develop. So yeah, at the moment today we are just waiting for some clear directional confirmation, and yeah, we're just being patient to see something more clearer. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thanks.